boom, some tzatziki sauce, which is a Greek-style cucumber yogurt dressing. Very easy to make. I like to use an English cucumber or hothouse cucumber, or even Japanese cucumbers, which you can get, which are even smaller, and you can use a couple of those. The skin is thin, so you can just eat the skin if you want, although I'll peel it, because for tzatziki sauce, I like to peel my cucumber, but you don't have to seed it or anything like that. But first things first, we're gonna peel it. All right, so now I've peeled most of it, boom, and I cut off one end. I'm not gonna use this whole cucumber for my tzatziki sauce. I'm going to take a little bit of it and I'll just slice this with the skin on and use it as part of my garnish or in my meal. And then this part right here that I have peeled, I'll go ahead and grate. Boom, and you can blend it if you want. You can throw it in a food processor, but this works actually better. And once we grated the cucumber, I'm going to give it a quick chop here to make the pieces a little bit smaller, but I want it to be nice and chunky. I like a tzatziki sauce that has a little bit of texture. I don't want it to be so liquidy creamy that it doesn't have any chunky chunks in it. I got a little bowl here and I got a strainer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my cucumber and I'm just going to set that in the bowl here and let it drip into this bowl for a bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw some salt in here, because we're going to want to add salt to our dish anyway, and this salt will help to draw out some of the water. So we'll go ahead and mix it up in our strainer. Get that salt worked around in it. I mean, getting the water out of the cucumber is really key, because you don't want it to be weak. You don't want it to be overly thin. You want it to have some nice body. We're going to use a nice thick Greek yogurt. We're using some nice chunky pieces of cucumber, but we don't want water. We're going to be adding lemon juice. You can use a little bit of a wine vinegar if you want. You know, so that's going to thin it out a little bit, but you don't want it thinned out with water. So definitely take a little time to do this step right here. So we're going to set this aside, let it drain while we get our other ingredients ready. All right, so I'm using some plain Greek yogurt. You want to use a Greek yogurt, a nice thick, hearty, luxurious Greek yogurt, about 2 cups. We're going to get some garlic. Use like 3 to 4 cloves. You want it to be super fine. Throw your finely minced garlic in there. Now I got a dinky doo lemon, and I'm going to zest this lemon. I'm going to use all the zest, and I'm going to use all the juice. But this is super small. You know, if it's a big lemon, you might just want to use half. But lemon zest adds such a great flavor. Adds a nice little bit of color. Get your zest minced up, super duper fine, just like you did with the garlic. I'm going to throw that little bit of zest in there. Now we'll take our lemon, and we'll go ahead and we'll use all the juice. Use your little strainer so you don't get the seeds in there. Alright, this garlic and this lemon is just going to add a great flavor. Now we're going to throw some herbs in there. Dill is kind of a classic choice for tzatziki sauce. You know, if you don't have dill, you can use parsley, you can use a little bit of mint. I happen to have dill, parsley, and mint. You know, you can just use one kind, you can use a combination. You know, having a nice thick Greek yogurt, straining your cucumber so that it's not too watery, and then using some fresh herbs. You know, all those components together are going to come together to make your tzatziki sauce really special. Now we're going to add it into our yogurt mixture there. Alright, so now we can get our cucumber mixture. Look how much water we got out of there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press down on this here and get a little bit more. And now if we hadn't done that and you'd put all this water in your tzatziki sauce, that would just thin it up too much, you know. Put our cucumber flesh into our tzatziki sauce. Now we've already got some salt on the cucumber, but I'm going to add a little bit more salt. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. And then I got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there. Stir it up, get everything incorporated. Now we got some nice chunky monkey tzatziki sauce. You know, I think that's tasting pretty good right now, but it's a long way from tasting fantastico. It's going to take a few hours, you know, at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. I'm going to cover it up, put it in the fridge, give it time for those flavors to coalesce and commingle so that it can reach its greatest tzatziki potential. Alrighty, so I had this in the fridge for almost 4 hours. So it's super duper flavorful now, you know. It'll be even more flavorful tomorrow. Cooked up some lamb balls, stuffed it in my little pita pocket with my tzatziki sauce. Gonna shove a tomato in there so they don't get lonely. We got feta cheese, Kalamata olives, we got hummus, you know, some fresh veggies. You can use your tzatziki sauce as a dip. You know, go ahead and give this recipe a try and let us know what you think, and bon appetit. You know, go to myfoodchannel.com. You can print all our recipes there. Tzatziki. Have I been saying it wrong all day?